It appears that Lil Wayne is going to get his revenge on Jay-Z for denying him the opportunity to perform at the Super Bowl, and you can bet your bottom dollar that he is relishing every last detail of this scandal that Jay-Z is going through. Lil Wayne and Jay-Z have been at odds in silence for a long time, and it seemed as though Jay-Z would always win the battle. However, what Lil Wayne was unaware of was that he had numerous receipts pertaining to some alleged wrongdoing from Jay-Z's past. So, let's break this down. Like many hip-hop feuds, the drama between Lil Wayne and Jay-Z began when Lil Wayne declared himself to be the best rapper alive when he was just starting out, and Jay-Z was not having it. As you may know, he likes to keep the title of being the best for himself alone, so even though he and Lil Wayne were on good terms when Wayne first started, Lil Wayne is more than happy to spill the tea, and you all need to pay close attention to what he has to say. In an interview with Complex, he boldly declared that he was better than Jay-Z. He said, "I don't like what he's saying about how he had to come back because hip-hop's dead and we need him. What the F do you mean? If anything, it's reborn." He clearly tried to put Lil Wayne in his place with that statement before attempting to eat without saying their grace before blasphemous. Get your faith restored, Chile. They approached me and said, "You say you're the best, can you say that you're better than everybody?" I replied, "Yeah, Ninja, I'm better than everybody, but I'd like to throw that apology out there because of whatever trouble I caused. I didn't want that to happen." But you all know that Jay-Z has long-standing grudges, and he clapped back at Lil Wayne on T.I.'s song, "Watch What You Say to Me." He said, "I hear you baiting me lately, I've been doing mine. I'll take you up on your offer and put you all in your place sooner or later, kind of like I'm replacing your father. You're talking to the author, the architect of the blueprint, my DNA and your music, K. You stupid checkmate." But the next thing we knew, they had reconciled and performed a song together as well as a few stage shows. Lil Wayne even swallowed his pride and called Jay-Z the best rapper, pointing to Jay-Z and telling the crowd he was the best. Lil Wayne has had one of the most influential careers in hip-hop, known not only for his prolific output of music but also for his fierce loyalty to his artists. However, his career has not been without drama, particularly with his fellow rap mogul, Jay-Z. Over the years, the two have engaged in a back and forth of rivalry and tension, with each having their share of sharp words and subtle digs. It all started when Lil Wayne threw some shade at Jay-Z in his 2011 song 6 Foot 7 Foot, rapping, "You don't earn the most money and you don't write the best lyrics, so come on man, can't nobody F with Wayne." This was a clear jab at Jay-Z, implying that even though Jay-Z was considered the best in the game, Lil Wayne felt that Wayne was still the most talented and influential artist in the rap world. He further emphasized the point by saying that being number one without seeing significant financial success was meaningless. At the time, Wayne was asserting his dominance in the game, and the lines were an attempt to put himself in a league of his own. Jay-Z, not one to take these things lightly, responded with a direct retort in his 2012 song No Church in the Wild, rapping, "I'm like, really, $500 million, you got baby money, keep it real, they ain't got my lady money." Jay-Z's response was as much about wealth as it was about power. He was flexing his financial success, subtly reminding Lil Wayne that while Wayne might be a successful rapper, Jay-Z's wealth far outstripped his. The baby money line was a slight, suggesting that Lil Wayne's earnings were minimal compared to Jay-Z's. Lil Wayne, typically more reserved when it came to these kinds of feuds, tried to keep things lighthearted and avoid escalating the drama. He downplayed the exchange, saying that he wouldn't make it a competition and that the subject wasn't really worth getting into. However, he also couldn't resist taking a playful jab at Jay-Z in his own way. In the song My Homie Still, Lil Wayne rapped, "I can't box with the god," referring to Jay-Z's self-proclaimed status as a god in the rap game. Wayne went on to deliver the line, "I got your baby money, kidnap your B, get that how much you love your lady money." It was a line that both poked fun at Jay-Z's wealth while subtly questioning the strength of his position in the rap world. Despite these back-and-forth exchanges, the beef between the two rappers seemed to cool down by 2015, with Lil Wayne shifting his focus to his business ventures. He made headlines when he announced he was joining Jay-Z's streaming platform, Tidal, and also claimed that he had officially become a part of Jay-Z's Rock Nation team. "It's the Rock, you know, I'm a member of that team," Wayne said, signaling a truce of sorts. However, Wayne's relationship with Jay-Z wasn't the only one undergoing changes. Jay-Z had other tensions brewing, particularly with Lil Wayne's proteges, Drake and Nicki Minaj. Both artists, who had risen to superstardom under Wayne's guidance, had been rumored to have been at odds with Jay-Z. There were whispers in the rap community that Jay-Z's jealousy towards the success of Drake and Nicki Minaj might have led him to harbor negative feelings toward them. These tensions became even more evident when Nicki Minaj alluded to Jay-Z's alleged animosity in a subtle Instagram post, suggesting that Jay-Z had secretly been plotting to undermine her and Drake out of spite. This situation is notable because if there's one thing we know about Lil Wayne, it's that he is fiercely protective of his artists. Whether it's Drake, Nicki Minaj, or any of his other collaborators, Wayne has always made it clear that he considers his proteges his family. The friction between Jay-Z and Wayne, along with the rumors surrounding Jay-Z's feelings toward Wayne's artists, only served to deepen the divide between the two rap legends. Despite all of this, Lil Wayne and Jay-Z's relationship has never been completely defined by their beefs. Over the years, the two have maintained mutual respect for each other's talents, even if their personal differences have occasionally made the headlines. The rap game has changed since their early squabbles, but the stories of their tension remain a fascinating chapter in hip-hop history, especially considering how both artists have shaped the genre in their own distinct ways. She also shared a screenshot of a Roc Nation advertisement on Twitter promoting Megan's song Hiss, in which she said, "Spending so much money, but she's the little broke independent artist Desiree. You got to let it go. Baby, the world knows she's a cess and can't rap. Stop trying to make fetch happen. I just got up." She suggested that she is a bully because she receives a Roc Nation brunch every year. Released a song without any promotion or video, and it's already #2. Nicki also accused Roc Nation of funding a hate campaign against her, and so they paid $250 for people to tweet negative things about Nicki Minaj. The following day, people said, "By the way, I'm listening to Book B, so I don't know why anybody of that, and I'm not talking about any rap, I'm talking about a company or companies." Don't even get me started on the rumors of how Jay-Z allegedly fueled the beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar as a way to humiliate Drake and take him down a notch. If you're wondering why Jay-Z would do this, it probably has something to do with the fact that fans are starting to claim that Drake is more relevant to modern hip-hop than Jay-Z is. There have been so many comments on social media for many years about how Drake's debut album sold 447,000 in its first week. Drake's album sold over 500,000 units in 2022, making him the most successful rapper and the equal of all artists at the age of 36. He still has the commercial game figured out, and the fact that he has more top 10 hits than Jay-Z, Kanye West, and Kendrick combined is insane, so it's no wonder that people despise him. Drake's Blueprint, which was his peak, sold 423,000 before streaming, and his debut is H's peak before streaming. Jay-Z, one of the most influential figures in hip-hop, has always fiercely protected his position at the top of the rap game. Known for his strategic moves, he doesn't take kindly to anyone challenging his dominance, particularly not artists like Drake, who had quickly become one of the biggest stars in the industry. Some believe that Jay-Z, in his effort to maintain control, has been using others in the game, including Kendrick Lamar and Lil Wayne, to send messages and shift the balance of power. One of the most telling moves Jay-Z made was orchestrating Kendrick Lamar's performance at the Super Bowl halftime show instead of the widely expected choice of Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, one of Jay-Z's contemporaries and another artist with a vast fan base, had long been rumored to be the one who would headline the Super Bowl. Many saw this as a symbolic acknowledgement of Lil Wayne's influence and his status as one of the top rappers in the game. However, Jay-Z, pulling strings behind the scenes, managed to get Kendrick Lamar the coveted spot instead. The decision to go with Kendrick didn't sit well with everyone, especially Nicki Minaj, who quickly saw through what she perceived as Jay-Z's tactics. Taking to Twitter, she accused Jay-Z of denying Lil Wayne, a young black man, the opportunity he had rightfully earned. Nicki's tweet was a sharp rebuke of Jay-Z's influence in the industry and his manipulation of the Super Bowl performance to further his own agenda. To Nicki, this was just another example of Jay-Z trying to control the narrative and push his own interests at the expense of others. As the tension between Jay-Z and his contemporaries like Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj continued to rise, the feud spilled into public view. There were also remarks about Jay-Z's role in the industry, particularly when it came to his dealings with other artists and his financial ambitions. Some observers pointed out that Jay-Z's success wasn't just about his musical legacy, but also his shrewd business tactics, which often involved aligning himself with powerful individuals, including politicians, business moguls, and even other major figures in entertainment. Amid these tensions, Eminem also entered the conversation in his own unique way. Eminem, who is known for his outspokenness, publicly supported 50 Cent, who had made waves by coming out to perform at a major event as a white rapper. This moment, while controversial, was framed by some as a victory for the underdogs in hip-hop, showcasing that anyone, regardless of their background, could rise to the top with enough talent and perseverance. Eminem's statement, while seemingly detached from the Jay-Z drama, inadvertently highlighted the cracks in the seemingly perfect facade of the rap industry, where race and power dynamics were often at play. However, things took a darker turn when Jay-Z found himself embroiled in a serious legal battle. A woman came forward claiming that she had been raped by both Jay-Z and Diddy when she was just 13 years old. While Jay-Z vehemently denied the allegations, dismissing the claims as false and accusing the woman of attempting to extort him, the case shook the public's perception of him. Legal battles, particularly involving accusations of such a serious nature, often generate intense public scrutiny, and Jay-Z's position in the court of public opinion became more precarious. At this moment of vulnerability for Jay-Z, Lil Wayne saw an opportunity to strike back. The animosity between the two rappers had been simmering for years, and now Wayne, feeling the weight of their past conflicts, decided it was time to address some of the darker allegations surrounding Jay-Z. In interviews and public statements, Wayne alluded to some of Jay-Z's alleged misdeeds, including claims that Roc Nation had helped cover up accusations against artists within their camp. One of the most notable allegations was that Jay-Z and Roc Nation were involved in silencing Tory L, who claimed he was set up in the infamous incident involving Megan Thee Stallion. According to reports, Tory L was advised by OIC Nation representatives to remain silent about the situation, implying that Jay-Z's team was actively managing the narrative to protect their artists and avoid public fallout. But Wayne didn't stop there. He also accused Roc Nation of covering up other scandals, including an incident from 2017 when Meek Mill allegedly assaulted Nicki Minaj, whom he was dating at the time. The relationship between Nicki and the Carters, particularly between Nicki and Beyoncé, had begun to sour around this period, with rumors of tension and disagreement growing. Wayne's revelations, whether fully accurate or not, painted a picture of a powerful, manipulative figure in Jay-Z, who would go to great lengths to protect his empire even if it meant silencing certain stories and controlling the narrative. As the drama continued to unfold, it became clear that the conflict between Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, and their respective proteges was not just a personal rivalry but a reflection of the larger power struggles within the hip-hop industry. While Jay-Z continued to hold sway as one of the most successful figures in rap, the cracks in his public persona and the simmering tensions with those who had once been close to him suggested that the battle for control of the rap game was far from over. Relationship with Meek Mill was also on the decline. During this time, Nicki didn't hold back and made some very serious accusations against Meek, which may have caused friction with Roc Nation. At the time, Meek was one of the label's artists, and there were rumors that the label was more concerned with protecting Meek than with supporting Nicki. It was said that when Nicki attempted to discuss the situation in a documentary, Roc Nation intervened and shut everything down before she could give her side of the story. Publicly, many people think that this action was an attempt to silence her and prevent things from getting even worse. For example, when my mother would allow my father to be with her, she would always bring up the story about how, as a young child, I would come in front of her and say, "Stand in front of my mother and go like this." And I vowed that maybe some people would label me as abrasive or something because I had vowed that no man would ever call me by name or treat me in that way. Suddenly that was. When Nicki Minaj shared a clip from her documentary revealing that she was in a toxic relationship, she kept things vague and didn't name anyone. However, it didn't take long for Meek Mill to notice the shade and quickly respond by sending her a cease and desist letter, obviously hoping to shut her down rather than backing off. This is strange because My Life, the documentary, never saw the light of day even though it had already been fully filmed. She said, "You're a clown, you do it for likes. Tweet fingers, beat women, scared of men. You beat your own sister and taped it, spit on her and taped it, and kicked me in front of your mother and sent her to the hospital. Sucking Drake's D made you feel tough again. Move on. You can never stand on your own. You were around, you know. See you soon." She also took to Twitter to criticize Meek for his attempts to silence her and accused him of handling the entire situation poorly. According to shocking claims, Jay-Z enjoys getting involved with young women, including Beyoncé. He claimed to have met Beyoncé when she was 18, but in a 2007 interview, he stated that they had actually met in 1997, which would have put Beyoncé's age at 15 or 16. They bring up Sony when discussing Where You Might Go, which is obvious because, well, Beyoncé has a deal. And they know I know her, but I'm not wowed by how long she's been recording, so I met her. Don't you remember how long was it? I mean, was it 5 or 10 years ago that I met her? But did you think at the time, wow, she's a fantastic talent? That's what you said. Yes, you saw talent before you saw anything else because she was singing like a rapper, always starting with "Why clap," and she was singing really fast. I asked, why is she singing so fast? And was curious about how she was doing. I also thought, oh, she's that she. That's a talented person, but that's not all, because in the song Young Girl, he boasted about how he had a 19-year-old girl under his control and talked about how he manipulated and controlled every aspect of her life. He said, "I got a young girl still not quite 21, so high-strung, so vibrant. I introduced myself, hi Miss Thing, you're 19. No, you're lightning in a bottle. I give you a ring tomorrow." The scene that follows is taken from Stephen King's classic novel Screams of Horror. So advanced in romance that you should just wait, Papa, don't preach, I've been there, I might shape your life. I also have to teach you proper etiquette and how to hold your knife, keep it competitive with Oprah's Ice. Oh, and you all know the claims that Jay-Z allegedly foxed Brown when she was only 15 and he was in his mid-20s. Insiders claim that Lil Wayne has proof that the affair did occur, so I suppose we shouldn't be. This surprised me because Jay-Z wrote some cheesy lyrics for Foxy Brown, such as the song Il N.A., in which he said, "Yo nene, so ill first week out, shipped to 500,000 men, freaked out. She's all about parents, so check your facts, and the track record, I'm all about plaques. Shaking my butt half naked, loving this life, who got the illest on the planet, sugar walls coming down, just can't stand it, the Il.N.A." There were even rumors that Jay-Z gave Foxy Brown an STD, so you should go back and speak with everyone she. Foxy denied the accusations, saying that the atrocity of this story sickened me to my stomach in all my years in the music industry. These are the most disgusting and disrespectful allegations I've ever encountered. This fake story, which lacks an audiovisual or written interview, was obviously created with malicious intent. Jay has only been wonderful to me and my family, and he's been a great